So, you're wondering what fish tank stand to buy. There are 3 categories that I'll go over in this video. 1, wrought iron and aluminum. 2, homemade. 3, particle board. Now, let's go with wrought iron. Wrought iron are going to be your lightest, but they are also tack welded together. Your particle board and already made stands are all going to be made of a wafer / particle board. They do get wet. Your third one is your homemade stand. They are going to be heavy, along with the other one, the particle board, will be heavy. Those are your 3 stands. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. Pros and cons of your homemade stands, there really is no pros and cons. The only pro is that it's going to hold up better than any stand you buy, because you build it yourself. And it's going to be heavy. Those are your pros and cons. Pros and cons of the pre-made and particle board and stuff. Once those get wet, it'll soak up moisture like you wouldn't believe, and they will completely come apart. The only pro to it is they're cheap. Now, before I was cut off by my phone acting up. Now, like I was saying a while ago, last thing you heard, particle board, once it gets wet, it'll soak up so much water like it's completely thirsty. I know there's going to be a lot of comments on that it's thirsty. But particle board gets thirsty, and any moisture your tank leaks out of anywhere, it'll swell up, crumble apart. Like I said, the only thing about it is they're cheap. Now, let's talk about wrought iron. For some reason, I am not a big fan of wrought iron all the way, and there's pros and cons all over this. The only pro, again, wrought iron, they're cheap and they're lightweight when you get the aluminum ones. The metal ones can get quite heavy, but they can be a little light on the thing, and they're maneuverable and you can use them in certain spaces. If you're going to use a wrought iron stand, I prefer you use it on a concrete floor, because the wood floor is my next thing. It puts pressure points on just 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. On all 4 corners, it's just pressure points. And there's a lot of pressure on a subfloor or whatever floor you have that's not concrete. So, those are my pros and cons of all the types of stands out there. Hopefully this video you are going to be able to pick the best one that suits you. Thank y'all for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Whenever we hit 2,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a pretty big giveaway. So, thank y'all for watching. Y'all be safe. And comment down below if it's actually helped you. Appreciate it.